Arsenal are a battle to sign Paris Saint-Germain defender Emmanuel Mbemba, while AC Milan have reached an agreement with PSG over a €74 million deal to sign striker Gonçalo Ramos. Join us for the latest transfer news and rumours from around the globe. Bournemouth have joined Arsenal in the race to sign PSG youngster Emmanuel Mbemba this summer, reports the BBC. The 18-year-old defender, who can play left-back and centre-back, is set to leave the League One champions as a free agent at the end of the month. Bournemouth have reportedly made an offer that would see Mbemba given a pathway via their sister club, Lorient. Meanwhile, Arsenal's offer is claimed to have impressed the player. AC Milan have reached an agreement with Paris Saint-Germain over a €74 million deal to sign striker Gonçalo Ramos, according to The Athletic. The transfer is set to be a club record deal for the Rossoneri and eclipses the previous record, which was €35 million to bring in winger Rafael Leao back in 2019. Ramos, 25, will leave PSG with 45 goals and 10 assists in 131 appearances for the club. Chelsea are set to pay a fee of £47.5 million to sign centre-back Maxence Lacroix from Crystal Palace this summer, according to L'Equipe. The 26-year-old is set to move to West London at the end of the World Cup and is currently with the France squad and played the full 90 minutes in Les Bleus' 4-1 win over Norway. The defender has featured 98 times for Crystal Palace since his move from Wolfsburg, helping the Eagles on their way to the FA Cup, Conference League, and Community Shield triumphs. Wales goalkeeper Carl Darlow is expected to reject a move to Manchester United in favour of staying at Leeds United this summer. Team Talk reports that there is now confidence that Darlow will sign a new 2-year deal at Elland Road, even though he isn't guaranteed to be one. Another goalkeeper is expected to arrive in the transfer window, meaning an exit for Lucas Perry is on the cards. For Man United, it means the search is likely to continue for a No. 2 to Sen Lamens. Bournemouth have joined Arsenal exploring a move for Paris Saint-Germain defender Emmanuel Mbemba on a free transfer. The Cherries have held initial talks over a development pathway for the 18-year-old left-back, who can also play at centre-back and will be available for a nominal training compensation fee when his contract at PSG expires. The plan would see Mbemba move on loan to Lorient, part of the Black Knight multi-club ownership group, to continue his development before potentially returning to play in the Premier League. It would not affect Marco Rose's first-team plans this summer, with Bournemouth primarily targeting a centre-back, working on a contract renewal for key midfielder Alex Scott and potentially looking to sign a striker, should Ian Zunnel leave. Although Arsenal have offered a similar pathway, they are unable to provide it within the same ownership structure, which could give Bournemouth greater control over his playing time while on loan. Arsenal's proposal is still understood to have impressed, with Mikel Arteta's side pointing to their stable leadership and their track record of developing players, including France international William Saliba during a loan spell at Marseille. Mbemba is a France youth international and recently captained PSG's under-19 side to French Youth Cup success at the Stade de France. Arsenal reportedly among several European clubs monitoring Paris Saint-Germain academy defender Emmanuel Mbemba, with the Gunners said to have already made contact as they explore a possible free transfer this summer. The 18-year-old, who plays primarily as a left-back and can also operate centrally, is approaching the end of his youth contract at PSG, with his current deal set to expire in June 2026. That situation has triggered interest from multiple top clubs across Europe. Reports indicate Arsenal have presented their sporting project to the player's representatives under positioning themselves early in the race for his signature. PSG are still attempting to secure an extension, but negotiations have not reached a breakthrough, leaving his future open. Mbemba is widely regarded as one of PSG's standout academy prospects, known for his pace, ball progression, and tactical versatility. He has featured regularly for France youth international level and has been part of PSG's U19 setup in domestic and European youth competitions. Arsenal are understood to view him as a long-term development signing, in line with their recent recruitment strategy, focused on young, high-upside defenders who can be integrated gradually into the first team. However, Arsenal are not alone in the chase. Clubs in Germany and Spain have also been credited with strong interest, with Bayern Munich, Bayer Leverkusen, and Barcelona all tracking his situation closely. PSG remain hopeful of convincing the defender to sign his first professional contract, but the lack of agreement so far has strengthened the prospect of a free transfer exit. The situation is expected to develop rapidly as Mbemba weighs his options ahead of the summer window, with several elite clubs prepared to step in if he becomes available.